And actually, let's start. If you have your block with you, let's start a block and a pillow. And then you can even put your blanket like underneath your seat for like cushion. But what, here, I'll show you here. Let's create a
I'm gonna
little
go
bit
grab
of
it real quick because it's in the other room. I'm gonna go grab it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, take your time. No rush.
Okay, got both.
Awesome. Okay. You have pillow and block. Yes. Okay. Rad. So if you can see here how I've set it up like on a ramp. So I put the block on the medium setting. So not lowest, not highest, but right in the middle like this. And I put it parallel to the back of my mat. And then just like about 3/4 of the way down, you can put that pillow. So I have like a bolster, I have a yoga bolster, which oh yeah, look at that. It's like a bolster. Yeah, you've got it. So you can put that on a ramp like so. So that block is about like 3/4 of the way back. And it just allows you to like, you're going to take that like supported fish. If you want to put a blanket right here so you can like sit on it and it feels okay, like on your low back, on your sacrum, on your tailbone, also an option there. And then you can basically, what you'll do is you'll lie back on that structure. So it's just like a supported ramp and you can like get yourself to the point where it feels good. You're finding like that supported fish pose, but your head is elevated. So this can help if you have congestion, right? And you're not completely lying down and then just letting it all just kind of sit here. We can start here. If that is not your jam and you don't want to take this, then of course you can find a seat, you can sit up against a wall, whatever you're craving. So I just wanted to start to like throw out different options and ways that you can set yourself up for different restorative poses. And if you feel like this is too high, even you can drop down to the next level on your block. So you just have a slight elevation. If you want it a little higher, you feel like you could like set that up in a supportive way, you could bring it to the highest point. Other objects that might like be able to like wedge underneath is also an option as well. And so once you get yourself to that comfy point, go ahead and take your arms up and overhead, just straight up above your shoulders. Like you're reaching towards the ceiling here. And then wiggle your fingers, roll your wrists. And let your arms fall at about like a 45, call it, to start. So soften the elbows and let the forearms just like melt into the ground. And then if you want to move the arms up or down to a spot that feels like it provides you more release or less release, whatever you need, get comfy and close your eyes. And take a deep breath in. And a long exhale. And a few more like that, just to settle in. Notice the rise of your next inhale. Now open up your mouth. Let a slow breath out. You may even breathe in through your mouth, like almost like you were sipping through a straw. And then all the way out, you empty. And just see if you can start to slow things down, but give yourself permission to do so. See if you can soften the fingers for just a few more rounds of breath, and even soften the features of your face. So soften the jaw. Notice if you're pressing your tongue on the roof of your mouth, can you let that soften? You might even again breathe all the way in and feel a little more ease as you empty. Like you're grounding down or softening a little bit more. Knowing there's nothing to do, nothing to fix, nowhere else to be but right here for this time for yourself. Again, take a breath in. Long breath out. With your knees bent here, slowly start to drop both knees over to the right. Just a gentle twist, doesn't have to be big. And then inhale back through center, let both knees fall over to the left just a little. And then inhale back through center. Flip your palms down and drag them towards your side. So just bring them closer in. And you can cross the legs like you were coming to a seat, and because you'll then press into your hands and just rise up. Keep that structure as it is behind you. And just as you sit up nice and tall, bring your hands to your knees or your shins. Maybe even lift your chin, lift your face. And then exhale, chin towards your chest. Roll your right ear over to the right. Pause. And chin back through center. Left ear over to the left. Chin back through center, and then lift the crown of your head again. Sit up a little bit taller. Start to take your legs out in front of you. Give them a little bit of a shake. And then you might even start to take your feet out or your legs out a little bit wider, just to your degree. So it might be like nice and wide, might just be like to the corners of your mat. Whatever feels good for you. You'll sit up nice and tall on the inhale. And then exhale, just start to tilt forward, tilt your torso forward. And then you can slowly round and let the head drop if that feels good. And then again, right ear over to the right. And chin back through center, left ear over to the left. Chin back through center. Maybe give your head a shake, yes and no. in this like gentle inversion. And walk your hands back towards you as you lift the chest back up. Take a breath in and reach your arms up overhead. Start to turn your navel, your chest towards your right toes. And you can even soften the knees. So like draw them up away from the ground and then fold towards your right foot. If you want a little bit more of a side body stretch, you can bring your left hand outside either your right shin or your right foot, like the pinky toe side edge. Take a breath in to lengthen. And then exhale, release. Maybe drop the head. You're not here long. Just take a full inhale. Full exhale. And you'll start to rise back up. Take your arms overhead. Now again, I want you to turn your navel towards your right toes, your chest towards your right toes. And now this time, I want you to tip over towards the left foot, but it's different. I want you to take your left forearm, maybe just drape it down, or just let your hand drop inside the left foot, and then lean over to the left and reach through your right fingertips. So it's like a little more length in the side body, but you get to sit on the ground rather than be in like a shape like warrior two or extended side angle where your feet are on the earth. You get to sit instead. Take one more breath in and a breath out to rise. And drop the right hand back down, sit up nice and tall, and take your feet together, your knees out nice and wide. And your feet can be as far away from your seat as you'd like. Again, grab onto your shins or your knees, lift the chest, lift the chin, breathe in. And this time, chin towards your chest and round your upper back. So almost like lean away from your feet. Get that stretch. And the upper back, maybe you like move side to side a little to deepen it. And then you'll sit up nice and tall. Think like cow. So sending your heart forward, lifting your heart, lifting your face, your chin, and then exhaling to round in, curl in. So nice. Do that one more time. Inhale, tip forward, roll the shoulders back, lift the face. And then exhale, curl in, lean back. And you'll come back to neutral. Take your legs out like that letter V, as wide apart as you'd like them to be. Reach your hands high on the inhale. Now turn your navel, your chest towards your left toes this time. And then nice and easy, think about it being gentle as you just fold towards that direction. Drop your head. Roll your left ear over to the left. Right ear over to the right. And let your head hang in the center. Come back to your breath. Inhale. Full exhale. And start to rise back up. Reach arms overhead. And just for a moment, I want you to turn your navel, your chest towards your left toes again. But then this time you lean over to the right. Drop your right forearm down. And then just spin your chest up a little higher, just a little more. Reach through your left fingertips. So thinking about lengthening from your left hip out through your left hand. Take one more breath in. And then you'll rise up when you're ready. Now take your hands alongside your hips, plant your feet pretty far in front of you, but you'll bend your knees here and start to lift your chest on the inhale, lift your face. And then start to drop both knees over towards the left. And you'll wiggle walk that left foot so it meets your inner right thigh, or like right above your knee here. So you're creating almost like a triangle. And I want you to keep that structure in the legs, but then scoot your left your left hip rather, towards that structure, towards that ramp. And then start to take a breath in. I want your right hand to come to your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. And you can stay here or start to twist your chest towards that ramp. And then maybe you lay your chest down on that ramp. And you can almost bring your forearms underneath. Maybe they wrap, or maybe they just land on either side of that ramp. And you can bring left ear to the ramp, or your forehead. If you really want a deeper twist here, even in the neck, right ear can come to that ramp. But it's just where your body wants to land. And if this feels like too much in the low back, you might even consider stacking the knees and just landing. Pause here for a moment. Take a breath in. Open your mouth. Long sigh out. Close your eyes. And let your forearms soften, release, ground down. Again, the features of your face, let them soften and release. And full breath in, mouth open as you empty. And just a few more like that. Be thinking about that ease on every exhale. With your palms facing down, glide them closer towards you. Press into your hands just to slowly lift your chest up off that ramp. And then slowly face the front of your mat. And you'll come back to that same position where we started, with knees bent, feet nice and wide, hands behind you to lift your heart. Maybe even lift your chin, lift your face. And then both knees fall over to the right. So same sort of structure in the legs, that triangle shape. And then you'll just start to scoot your right hip up to that ramp, like right up to it. And then hands can come towards the back of your mat, lift your heart. And then send your chest towards that ramp. Let your forearms land. Readjust as you need to. Like if you really do need to like move where your hip landed, of course, readjust. And then either right ear comes down, forehead, or left ear. And if you'd like to lessen the load in the low back, that's a pretty deep twist. You can start to send your left knee to just stack on top of the right. And you pick what works for your body. And take a deep breath in. Again, slow exhale out. Close your eyes.
Again, a full inhale. Slow, deliberate exhale. And then a few more like that. With your hands face down, your palms face down rather, glide them towards you just for support. So you can press down into them, lift the chest. And then you'll come back to face the front. And bring your right shin or ankle in front of the left. Sit up nice and tall. Hands to your knees. Crown of your head rises on the breath in. Open your mouth as you empty, and you can choose to stay here in a seat if this is like exactly what feels right and you'd like to just find a seat, some stillness. Or if you want, you can lie back on that bolster for your final rest. So you have that elevation, or if you'd rather find your whole body on the ground and maybe you find like a supported inversion here. In a different way, your hips can be on that pillow or block underneath you. So you can find this opening, chest lifting, or you lie down. And that pillow or bolster could come underneath your hips. With either knees bent or legs up. And where you choose to start your rest does not have to be where you stay. So just listen to your body. What does it need right now? You can make that choice. Settle in. And close your eyes. Full inhale. Long exhale.
Honor the needs of your body. Take time to rest and regroup as often as you need. At the beginning of the journey and along the way, take time to honor your body. When you honor your body, you honor your soul. You've been working hard. You are moving forward and always evolving. So give your body time to catch up. Your body isn't a bother, it's an ally. So give your body what it needs or what it knows it needs, and what your soul needs too. So tune in to your body and listen. On those days when your body is adjusting, regrouping, healing, shifting, don't force it and be gentle. By taking time to honor your body, to honor its shifts and needs, it will be there for you. Rest and care will help it come back to center quickly. So take time to honor the needs of your body, because doing so is taking time to respect the needs of your soul. Take a big breath in. Long breath out. And just slowly in your own time, find a little bit of movement in the fingers and in the toes. You might even rock the head gently, so slow, side to side. Start to bend your knees if they're not already there, and roll to the side of your choice. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And you'll just slowly make your way up to a seat, whatever that looks like for you. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Once you're there, feel your sternum or your heart lift towards your thumbs, and then slightly bow your chin towards that space. Honor yourself, honor your body, and know that moving slowly is just as productive, if not more, than moving fast. Take a breath in and a breath out. And take your thumb tips up to the center of your forehead, remembering to be kind to yourself, so you can then share that kindness with others in your own way. Namaste. I hope that was some time where you could give yourself a little more permission to slow down, to be